Well. It is that time again. The Walten has released another teaser out of the blue. But as you can see on Twitter, Martin Walls, of course, has teased another really cool teaser, first of all, but a really different one, a very, very different one in my opinion, and it is of St. Juana's Forest. Now, it is something that is really, really interesting here because of what's on this sign. Now, there's three things I want to address. We have, obviously, the name, the posters that are actually on this sign, and also what says here, be careful with fire. Now, this is really interesting because this confirms that there's hunters that go into these woods. So, I'm going to throw a little theory out there. You know when Brian Stells gets killed by Bond, which is canonically the most recent event in the series? Anyone else think Bond's going to go and kill a load of hunters and it's going to be basically this slasher film all of a sudden? I don't know, that kind of went through my head when I saw the be careful with fire. Also, kind of leads into Jack Walton being with guns and stuff. Really, really interesting stuff. But what do you think about that whole thing about Bond killing hunters? I think that could be possible. Another thing is the posters. Now, from what I can 100% say is that this is a boxing match. This looks like a boxing match, if anything. Now, these two are, I'm pretty sure, are unlegible. I don't think anybody can read this. Unless someone can. If anyone could read that, let me know in the comments below, because I have no idea what they say. But I'm assuming there might be one thing there for a missing poster. I would like to think there possibly is, but again, I don't know. But of course, it says, welcome to St. Juana's Forest Reserve. Now, this is obviously the forest that Brian Stella gets killed in, along with, obviously, where K9 is. So this is really, really interesting in consideration that this is being shown. Does this mean that K9 is going to show up again in episode 5 and 6? Possibly. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't, considering it's going to lead into episode 7 in the future. I definitely think there's some little hidden hints here and there. I don't seem to think that there's anything here other than the fact that it kind of looks like a reflection of something in this kind of area here. Then again, I don't think it is anything. I think it's just my eyes playing a trick on me. It is really cool how this is being teased, though. It is nice that we are getting some teasers in build up to the Walten Falls Christmas charity stream, which is going to be really, really fun to do. But genuinely, I think this is really, really cool. I'm not exactly sure what this could hint, other than the fact that it could hint towards maybe just St. Juana's being more prevalent in the series. It would make sense why it would be, consideration like it is where K9 is. It is where the first kill of the series takes place in Brian, you know, when it comes to episode kills. It is really, really cool, though. I think the actual design, I think this looks like a Google Maps image, if I do say so. I think, in my opinion, this looks like it's just taken straight out of Google Maps. I don't know if that's just me, but if that's pure animation, I think that just says it all for the quality of this series, in my opinion. I just think this looks awesome. It is really, really interesting, though, with the be careful with fire. I mean, that could definitely mean that, you know, there is hunters in these woods. God knows what's going to happen if there is hunters, and, you know, when Bond escapes K9, you just never know what's going to go down with that. I definitely see that being a scene, though. I definitely see maybe a hunter going into K9 going, oh, I remember this place, and getting killed off by Bond, or being around K9 after Brian's death. But then again, it is very, very interesting because we don't actually know how big St. Juana's is. I mean, I do remember off the top of my head of Brian saying he was driving for like 20 minutes before he got killed, which then eventually he found K9. So that's really, really interesting. I mean, that just shows how big St. Juana's Forest actually might be. It might be absolutely huge. We don't know because we obviously haven't gotten a scale of what's going down. But it is really, really interesting the fact that this could hint towards a future scene. Is it possible that I'm just kind of over speculating? Definitely, 100%. That's the fun thing about theorizing, though. But I definitely feel that St. Juana's, I mean, why else would this be teased? I mean, unless we are going to somehow get a remade version of Brian's death. That could be possible because consideration Martin did say that they want to explore Brian further. I mean, what way to explore him further by showing him get killed in a better way. Also, that old teaser we got of Brian's kind of card on the floor with Bond picking it up. It is it kind of like aligns and correlates fairly well when it comes to this. You know, St. Juana's Forest was teased. In a previous teaser, we got Brian being killed. So are we going to get a revamped version of Brian's death? Possibly. I would imagine maybe episode 6 would be showing that, if anything. In build up to Bunny Farm. It also could aid my theory in saying that episode 6 is gonna end how episode 3 started. It's gonna like start off with Sophie playing Bunny Farm. I feel like that would be a good kind of like full circle moment to like in correlation to go in, you know, canonical order. It goes episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 3. Or sorry, episode 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and then 3. I can't count all of a sudden. But I definitely think it's gonna be really, really interesting. I don't know what else really much to say other than the fact that I would be really intrigued to see what these two posters say. I definitely think that they mean something. Again, it could just honestly just mean nothing. It could just be just stuff to say St. Juana's Forest. It could be a missing poster. To me, it doesn't look like a missing poster, but it definitely does have a lot of text on it, so God knows what it says. That's definitely a boxing match. I don't exactly know why that would be there, but ultimately, I think this maybe hints towards Brian coming back into the series and seeing a revamped version of his kill. That would be awesome. I'd be really intrigued to see what would happen. Consideration, like, I know what happens with Brian. I'm pretty sure he gets, like, his eye socket pulled out or something like that. Something really gruesome. A lot more gruesome than what you'd expect. But I definitely think that this could mean something. Or it could just be a little thing of, like, oh, St. Juana's Forest is going to be in the future episodes. Be ready. But that is all we have from the Walten Falls right now. But make sure you tune in on the 21st of December for the Walten Falls Christmas charity stream. I will have a full video up very, very soon advertising the charity stream. But it's going to be really, really fun. Make sure to tune in. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to show everyone what we've got planned. But thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this teaser in the comments below. Of course, have the most amazing day. If you do like the Walten Falls or anything to do with horror, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are trying to hit 5k by the end of, at least by Christmas. That would be absolutely nuts. So if you can help us get there, I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, have the most amazing day. Stay safe and peace. First shot of this episode. Tammy picks this house.
Oh, what about that one?
Now, if you ask me, that is the, worst house you can pick. It has wallpaper on the outside.